Hey YouTube, it's the Sage, and I had another battle with FizzyStarDust, the sexiest man on the planet, well, including me. And he sends out his Felino, and I bring out my Absol, his hate. So I switch out, knowing that he's going to go for the fake out, into my Haxor, because my Haxor is really bulky. And I take, that was just, it was bad damage. It didn't do anything. So I use Substitute on his Thunder Wave, because I knew I used this thing before, and I know it only like thunder waves and things like that. So thinking that I was going to attack, use a Sucker Punch, but I was going to go for the Swagger, which misses, which is like a 90% chance. And I don't know how that missed. But I used Swagger again. I got the attack raise boost thing, and he uses Attract, and I'm like, a pair of attracting Felino thing. And it was like, oh, thank God I have Substitute. But he hits himself by Confusion this turn. And as I'm infatuated with him or something, I use Air Slash. And it kills it. And I was like, I was so happy because I did not want to waste 50 minutes trying to like fight this thing. And he goes up to his Nightmare or his Heatman. And I used Taunt, thinking that it was like a taunt or those whatever those stall runs. And he uses Fire Blast instead. So I was like, shit. But now I go for the Swagger, but he switches out, predicting that, I think. I don't know why he predicted, but whatever. He predicts it and goes into his Berjuda, which is a vulture demon bird thing. And I use Taunt because all those things do is really just pretty much annoy the shit out of me with those things. So he switches out because he knows he can't do anything. And he brings out his Munchies. And I was like, God, that thing's fucking awesome. And I use Taunt thinking that it does something special. But he goes for the Body Slam. He fucking paralyzes me. And I was like, fuck this. I'm screwed now. I can't use this guy anymore. So I switch out and he takes that and pursuits. And I was like, fuck you, Fizzy. And like, ugh. Then I go into my Dusknoir thinking that he'd go for another Body Slam. It's like, now I feel depressed. And he switches out and goes into his Nightmare. But he doesn't know, but mine is a Focus Punch Dusknoir. And he was like, fuck you, Sage. And I was like, okay. And I go for the Focus Punch. He misses his Fire Blast, and I laugh in his face about it, and I punch him right in the face with a Focus Punch. And that's why his Nightmare dies. It's kind of funny because I'm a ghost too, and you know, thought it had some revelation, but whatever. So he brings out his Not a Snake, which is a creepy eel thing, and uses Snake Coil or whatever, and I go for the Focus Punch. And it doesn't do shit. Or it does do something, but I did not like the damage whatsoever. I just didn't like it. And I was like, damn it, he's going to set up on me and fucking sweep me. So I know I had a sub, but I was like, no, fuck it. I switch into my Haxor, and he goes for the Coil. And I was like, oh boy, this is going to suck if I don't get this off. So I get this, I use Swagger. Alright, so, and I have Mischievous Hearts or whatever, so all my moves that aren't moves, I guess, are prioritized or whatever. So I gave him Swagger, so he was at +4, and he uses Rock Slide, which is like, yeah, that's depressing, really depressing. The crit didn't matter, it didn't matter at all. So as he's dancing with a snake, I bring out his hate, and I go for the Swords Dance because I got nothing else better to do. So I use Swords Dance as he gets, and he still doesn't hit, but he uses Zap Cannon. Fucking Zap Cannon. I love his originality, but god damn, Zap Cannon. So he does that, and I hit him with a superpower, and I get a crit, which probably mattered, but I don't care because I didn't like this thing setting up on me, or this thing at all. But this is where my shit gets epic. I use Magic Coat. You never seen that shit before. He uses Toxic, and it bounces off his hate onto his. So I felt real good. He felt stupid, and I felt special about myself. So I use Sword Dance, and then he uses Toxic again. And I was like, Toxic, better than a burn. So I'm at +3 now. So a superpower should pretty much take this thing out. So I use the superpower, because I'm a superpower, and it doesn't kill. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, and he goes for a sub, which makes me special about myself, because even though I fucked up on this, he still couldn't beat my Absol. So, as the poison hits him and whatever, I go for another superpower, which makes me go down to +1, which kind of makes me sad, because I did all those sword dances for nothing. But at least that stupid turkey thing dies. So, is fucking free butter. And I was like, okay. So I used Sucker Punch thinking he was going to hit me with Bug Buzz, but he goes for a butterfly dance. And I was like, fuck! Is he going to keep doing this shit? What am I going to do now? I'm just going to keep Sucker Punching, or should I just... Or Superpower, because Superpower is 4 times resistant, and I don't know what I should do, and I'm scared. So I was like... I did it again, and I was like, no. It's like, fuck it! I'm going to use Superpower to see how much it does. And... Butterflies aren't that strong in that way, so... Fucking use Superpower, and I hit him. And... I don't even do half. Fucking shame. A damn shame. And my fucking hate dies. See, this is why I called him his hate, because I'm fucking mad. Now I fucking bring out my Super Sage, because I'm a fucking Super Sage. Oh, because he's actually gold and it's like a Super Saiyan. But he uses Bug Buzz, and I live it because I'm a Super Sage. And I use Fire Blast. But it doesn't kill it either. But I don't care, because he won't be able to take it. The next Pokemon I use next, he won't be able to take it out. So, my Super Sage did his job. And I thought I would do something big for him, because it was like his first time me narrated battle or something. I was like, fuck this. I was like, alright. So I bring out my Go New You, and I use Sucker Punch, and he can't do shit, so he dies. And I get my leftovers, and I feel special. Like, nothing. Anyways, I use Substitute, knowing that he's going to do some stupid things to me. He's going to Pursuit. And he can't break the sub, because of the Pursuit. So, I go for the Focus Punch. But because FizzyStarDust doesn't like his he doesn't like his whatever's called, fuck,